future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. That's the 1980s song. And while this is not a 1980s car, this is the future. We've got solar panels. These solar panels are powering the battery in this 2020 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid Limited.
After seeing Hyundai's 2020 Sonata Hybrid Limited with the solar roof, which was revealed at the 2020 Chicago Auto Show in February, and we put out a Queer4Cars first look video on that earlier this year. So now Hyundai has dropped off one of these vehicles for our review. This Sonata is not a dull and boring granola munching hybrid. This Sonata Hybrid is a muscle car. It's a rocket ship, hiding under a meek and mild manner four-door sedan exterior. Give the accelerator pedal a touch on the highway, and you are in the left lane in no time, pushing the speedo right up there. Let's talk about technology, because it has plenty of it. Technology is what hybrids have always been about, joining forces of an internal combustion engine. In this case, a 2-liter gasoline direct injection engine with a permanent magnet synchronous 39 kilowatt-hour motor and a 270-volt lithium-ion polymer battery, and a hybrid starter generator for a combined hybrid system power of 192 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. What does that mean? Well, really impressive fuel mileage. With a combined 47 miles per gallon, we have been seeing 50 miles per gallon plus on our week of driving it. Where this Hyundai Sonata is different from other hybrid vehicles is that the battery has the assistance of the power of the sun, with solar panels on the roof. Where else do you see solar panels on the roof of a car? Well, not in any car under $40,000 that I know of. According to Hyundai, this adds 2 miles of charge to the batteries per day if parked in bright sunlight. Our car is showing 26,782 watt-hours generated by these roof-mounted solar panels since the car was built on January 29th of 2020 and then first rolled out into the sunlight. Face it, we all walk out to our cars in the middle of the summer with the sun beating down and say, great, the car is going to be really hot. Though with this car, you really want to see how much power those solar rays have added to the charge. Another thing that we're going to be really pleased about this, and you as an owner or driver are going to be pleased, are the 4 doors. It's a full-size sedan, plenty of room inside, and an enormous trunk. You just heard the hybrid kick in because we're running the air conditioning because it is a little bit hot out here at the end of June of 2020. So who will like this car? Anyone who has to present a professional image without being too flashy, such as a real estate salesperson or any person who drives a lot and spends time on the road, especially if they drive passengers around, like taking clients to lunch or to meetings. The inside of the Hyundai Sonata is well appointed enough to meet all of your needs. And yes, this car does have a favorite of ours, the wireless charging dock, and this time it's open and visible, unlike in other vehicles where the screen is turned away from you. While there were a number of times I left my phone in the car when departing, the Sonata gave me an audible signal. It's also asking you if there's anybody in the back seat. So we thought we'd give you a little bit of driving experience with it. So the thing that I find about this vehicle driving on the road in the city is that it's just a little jerky. And I think that's more because of the hybrid side of it. And it's just a little jumpy. It bounces around a little bit, but it moves smoothly. You can hear the hybrid engine kicking in now and again, but certainly nowhere near as noisy as it can be in some of the other hybrids we've driven. And as you know from our previous videos and our Queer4Cars blog, we talk about the wood chipper sound of the hybrids, which sort of annoy us. Just noise. This one is does not give you that really intense grungy noise. Now, that was a little different when we were out on the highway the other day. This car really does rock on the highway. This is truly wolf in sheep's clothing when it comes to highway driving, because this thing just powers, and which is really, really nice. I really enjoyed having all that extra power. It was almost like having a turbo. You know, we have
electric assist. So it's a really nice feeling of power on the highway. Lots of passing power, certainly lots of staying power. And remember, 50 miles to the gallon at highway speeds, at excessive highway speeds, yep, that's pretty darn nice, especially if you're driving on the road and if you're doing a lot of traveling around. And having the cameras on the outside that show up on the dashboard are very helpful when you're changing lanes.
A safety feature that we've really come to appreciate is the screen that shows what is immediately in your blind spot behind you when you turn your turn signal on, right or left. It really does give extra vision where you might not have it. The decision for you is what trim level to pick out, the Blue, the SEL, or the Limited. I will say the features of the Limited are excellent for the cost. And if you don't really need the open air feel of a sunroof, then go for it. While the Blue does have the highest fuel economy, it's sort of the chintziest of them all on the inside and out. And the SEL is just really middle of the road. If you are in the market for a hybrid full-size sedan, then take the time to visit your Hyundai dealer and test drive a 2020 Hyundai Sonata, whether it be a Blue, an SEL, or a Limited. The two tech bits we really want to try out, but we could not, are the wicked cool Smart Pack. Turns out that it's not on every 2020 Hyundai Sonata, just the fully gasoline-powered ones. Well, that idea for the video, just using the khakis, well, that idea went right into the hopper. And the phone clicker, the Hyundai Digital Key, the way you can use near-field communications via your Android phone to lock and unlock the door of your Sonata. And this was because the NFC card was not with the keys, which I can understand.
So we've been very pleased with how this vehicle has been working on the highway. Now in the city, it was a little, as I said, a little wonky, a little bouncy a little bit. It wasn't as smooth, but on the highway, this is a highway cruiser. And of course, with a four-door sedan, it is quite the comfortable highway cruiser. You've got plenty of room for 5 adults inside. Very spacious, well appointed. Everything's where it's supposed to be, and a very comfortable vehicle.
If you are Queer4Cars like we are, and you like this video, please click on the thumbs up icon below and share this video. Follow our Queer4Cars YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button, as well as our Queer4Cars.com website for upcoming reviews of new vehicles, as well as stories about the automotive lifestyle. You will be glad you did. Until next time, when we see you out on the road.